Hey, welcome. This is Jordan from Sustainable Suburbanites. I'm just going to show you how to make this pallet box for herb gardens. Here's all the supplies you'll need. It's nothing really anyone shouldn't have. The hardest thing is finding a pallet. I found this pallet behind a tile store in relatively good condition. Usually you want to see a little bit of life in the grain. To pull them apart, I use screwdrivers and a hammer. If you have a pry bar or a crowbar, much easier. But the most difficult part was probably getting the nails out. You had to get the little heads of the nails out so you didn't nick the saw. Because when I had my jigsaw here, I cut it to 3 feet long. And then here you'll see I used some brackets to make the box. Very simple. Just making a rectangular prism. Then I found some plastic around the house, put it in, got a staple gun, and just put plastic all around the edges. A little difficult in the corners here. And then I took a pair of scissors, sheared off the excess, and now we're pretty close to putting in some soil and some cool plants. We put a little bit of aggregate in the bottom, you'll see here. And there I am. My wife Stephanie's filming me pouring in some of the organic soil, and we chose to do a rosemary, a basil, a lavender, and an oregano. And at the end of the video, I'll show you some of the things that I would change. But like right here, the middle of the box doesn't get that much sunlight because of the window frame. So if you're doing this again, I would do that. But you can see there's the basil. This is about a month in. The basil, the middle doesn't grow. You can see tiny oregano and some rosemary growing. So we have to take it outside to get more sunlight. But that's how you make an herb garden.